Hi everyone, my name is Ty Art, and today I will be talking about empathy and the brain. I chose empathy because it plays a huge role in how people connect and understand each other. When we think about communication, conflict, teamwork, or even leadership, empathy is usually at the center. What I found interesting is that empathy isn't just a personality trait, it's supported by real brain systems that activate automatically. Learning how empathy works in the brain can help us understand why some interactions feel easy while others feel challenging, and how we can actually get better at being empathetic. What is empathy? Empathy basically means being able to understand and share someone else's feelings. Neuroscience breaks this into two main parts: affective empathy, which is when you actually feel someone else's emotions, and cognitive empathy, which is when you understand what they're thinking or going through. Both types work together to help us interpret social situations, respond appropriately, and connect with people. It's one of the most important human skills for building relationships. It's important to note that empathy isn't just a feeling, it's tied to specific parts of the brain. The main regions involved are the anterior insula, which helps us feel internal emotions, the ACC, which helps us notice and respond to others' emotions, the mirror neuron system, which activates when we observe someone else's actions or feelings, and the prefrontal cortex, which helps us think about other people's perspectives. Together, these areas allow us to understand what someone else might be feeling or thinking. One of the coolest parts of empathy is the mirror neuron system. These neurons fire not only when we do something, but also when we watch another person do the same thing. So if you see someone stub their toe, your brain actually reacts in a similar way. This system helps us simulate other people's emotions inside our own brains. It's also why emotions can be contagious, like when one person's stress or laughter affects everyone around them. There are two main types of empathy that rely on different brain systems. Affective empathy is the emotional side. It's fast, automatic, and comes from areas like the anterior insula and the ACC. Cognitive empathy is the thinking side, where we intentionally understand another person's perspective. This involves the prefrontal cortex and takes more effort. Healthy empathy uses both. We feel what others feel, but we also think about the situation and respond in a balanced way. Empathy also plays a big role in how we make decisions. It influences our sense of fairness, our moral choices, and how we treat people. But empathy isn't perfect. It can be biased. For example, people tend to feel more empathy for someone who's part of their in group, and people in helping professions or even teachers can experience empathy fatigue when they care intensely for long periods. Understanding the brain basis of empathy can help us avoid burnout and make more thoughtful decisions. Empathy really develops over time. In early childhood, kids first learn empathy through imitation and emotional awareness. As they grow, they get better at regulating emotions and understanding others. Adolescents experience big changes in social sensitivity because their social brain networks are developing rapidly. Adults continue strengthening empathy through experience, reflection, and mindfulness. So, empathy isn't overall fixed, and it can grow and strengthen throughout our entire lives. Some of the main things that can actually increase our empathy are positive relationships and secure attachments that help shape the parts of the brain that deal with emotions. Mindfulness helps people slow down and become more aware of others. Being exposed to different types of people and experiences also strengthens perspective taking. Cooperative learning, group work, and teachers modeling empathy all help students develop strong social and emotional skills. Just like empathy can grow, it can also actually weaken. So, chronic stress can reduce our ability to tune into other people's emotions. Trauma, burnout, and emotional exhaustion can also decrease empathy. Too much screen time and not enough face to face interaction can limit emotional development. especially in younger people. When people are isolated or overwhelmed, the brain systems that support empathy naturally become less active. In my own life, empathy plays a major role in my work. As a project manager, I'm constantly dealing with homeowners who are stressed or under pressure. Sometimes I absorb their stress and end up overpromising because I feel bad. Learning about the neuroscience behind empathy helped me recognize how emotional contagion works. Now I understand that feeling someone else's stress doesn't mean I have to react to it, and I can set boundaries while still being supportive. So, in conclusion, empathy is a brain based social skill that involves key neural circuits, and it can be developed, strengthened, and weakened over time. Thank you. And here are my references. Thanks again.